Hey guys, in this video I'll be discussing how to apply operations with polynomials, and we're going to do this with a word problem. So if you'd like, maybe pause the video right now so you can copy it down or just follow along. So Carolina makes wind chimes to sell at the local street market. As Carolina produces a greater number of wind chimes, she can lower the price per unit. The function v of x equals 48 minus 2x relates the price v to the number produced x. The cost c of making x wind chimes can be represented, that's supposed to be by, the function c of x equals 2x plus 64. So the question that we're wondering is how many wind chimes should Carolina sell each week to maximize her profit P? Before we can just dive in and figure out her profit, there are a couple things we need to take into account. So we have a formula for the number produced because she's making these. And then we also have another formula because it's going to cost money for her to make these wind chimes. So the first thing that we need to do, and here I'll write the steps in pink, we need to write a function, another function. Sorry for the sniffles, guys. For revenue. And we'll call that R. So what we're going to do, we're going to do that by multiplying the price which is v of x of each item by the number sold. So the number sold is going to be x. So to figure out our revenue R of x, I know that she's going to make revenue if we take the price, which is v of x, and we multiply the price of each one times how many we've sold. So to simplify that, it's going to be 48 minus 2x, and I'm just getting that straight from the v of x function. So this whole thing times x. And so I'm just going to distribute that x. So we have 48x minus 2x squared. So this is now representing revenue. That's really important because we want to know like how much money is she making per wind chime she's selling. Because her revenue is not going to be the same as her profit. So now that we know how much she's making per item, we can write a function for profit. Oops. So her profit, P is always going to equal her revenue. So how much does she make? And then we need to subtract how much did it cost to make those, right? To see how much she gets to walk away with, we need to know how much did she make when she sold them. And then we need to subtract out how much she cost, or how much it cost for her to make them. So P of x is going to equal her revenue function minus the cost function. So revenue was 48x minus 2x squared, and cost was 12x plus 64. Now you have to be really careful we're subtracting this entire function, so it needs to be put in parentheses. And then don't forget, from our last video, you need to distribute that negative. So we have 48x minus 2x squared minus 12x minus 64. And then combine your like terms. We get negative 2x squared plus 36x minus 64. And so that is how we can figure out her profit. Now here's the thing. The question didn't actually ask for a profit equation. What it asked for was how many wind chimes to maximize her profit. So to figure out how to maximize her profit, hopefully you are thinking about the vertex, right? So we need to figure out how to find her max profit. We can do that by finding a vertex. We could do it one of two ways. We could either complete the square to find it, or we could just find the x value using x equals negative b over 2a, which I'd prefer to do. I think it's going to be less work, especially because we have a leading coefficient. So to find the x value, I'm going to do negative b over 2a. So that's going to be negative 36 over 2 times negative 4. And negative 36 divided by negative 8 will be 9. So I just realized for some reason I divided by negative 4. It should be negative 2. Also for the record, negative 36 divided by 8 is not 9. But negative 36 divided by negative 4 is 9. So now that we know our x value, we know that she needs to sell 9 wind chimes. We could also figure out the max profit, and we're just going to substitute that into our profit equation and find p of 9. So 9 squared is negative 2 plus 36 times 9 minus 64 should give us 98. Hopefully I didn't mess up this time. So then, because this is a word problem, we should end with the sentence. Carolina should sell 9 wind chimes per week for a weekly profit, I guess weekly max profit, but of $98. And that's it. So just be careful that you don't make silly mistakes like I was about to, like twice now, and you should be good.